Captain America Brave New World. Are there cameos? A new Avengers? But a Falcon in training? What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. We are here tonight with my official review of Captain America Brave New World, which opened up in theaters tonight and more widely tomorrow. But before we get into the video, I think it is important to point out there are going to be no specific spoilers in this movie. There may be some detailed analysis of certain things, but I will not give away specific scenes or situations. But before we go any further, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to go check out the other reviews. This movie, as a person that is not a Marvel enthusiast, is definitely one that keeps you engaged and is entertaining. It exceeded all of my expectations. With this movie, you are seeing Captain America, Sam Wilson, have to return back to DC and really see what is going on in a new role. And when you're looking at this film, you see Harrison Ford become president and ultimately need the assistance of Sam Wilson. Now, when you are watching the trailers and you're seeing all the previews leading up to the film, I think this movie is going to get a lot of flack based off the comments that Anthony Mackie made about Captain America not being about America, essentially because in some ways the film, specifically this one, revolves around America and other countries. And so I feel like some people aren't even going to give it a chance, and I think that is a big mistake. Now, as the film goes on, I will easily say that I wish I would have seen this in 3D. I was unable to just due to time, but this is definitely a film that in 3D is going to be even more enjoyable. Like many Marvel movies before it, when you see a 3D film and see all the action, I should say, it makes you want to see it in 3D. Now, as the movie goes and you're listening to the storyline, you're seeing what is taking place, I will point out that it is very easy to follow. As someone that may not have as much of a backstory of Captain America or what Marvel is trying to do, it is very easy to understand the situation that is being put on the screen. When you are sitting through a film like this, the key thing for me specifically is, does the action match what the situations are? And in many ways it does. And so as you're taking the time to see and take in what you see on the screen, you are enjoying what is there. Now, some of the situations within the storyline, there's one specific part in the middle, and I would say, where it almost felt like a dead period. You felt like you were just being teased and teased and teased, and ultimately you did not get what you thought was going to happen. Ultimately, it comes later, but it definitely was a situation where you thought, okay, this is where this situation is going to happen. I'm not going to get into it, but there you will understand if you see this movie which scene I am talking about. But then all of this leads us to the concluding scenes at the end. And for, I would say, 95% of the movie, I thought it was excellent. The last 5%, I just, a part of me enjoyed it, but then I also thought that it didn't live up to what it should have. It should have been, I felt, longer. It could have been more extreme. And so that a fight scene is supposed to feel almost real. And I get it. This is a Marvel movie. It's fake characters in a sense, but it just did not live up to what I was hoping it would be. And so, in a sense, that was a little bit of a letdown, but it did not take away from my overall thoughts of the movie in some ways. Now, when we get into rating, I really am looking at where did I feel it was successful. The action scenes, the storylines, I felt that it was easy to follow. But then you have to look at where are the cons. The cons for me really, like I said, are kind of that end, but I'm not really factoring that into it. But I felt like when you're looking at a bad guy in a movie, you want to see more. And I'm not going more into that situation because you have to watch it to understand. But I don't feel that the people that are creating all of this chaos got shown enough. And I think that, in a sense, takes away from the storyline. It doesn't always have to be about the good guys. I get it, it's Captain America, but it doesn't always have to be about them. And so I wish there are three what I would consider bad guys. People will love to hate them. I feel like they could have been shown more. But ultimately, when you're looking at Captain America Brave New World, for me, it is about a 3.9 out of 5. It's a movie that a family can go watch if you're into Marvel. It's one of those where if you're just looking for a movie to go watch, everybody will flock to this one. My theater was actually packed tonight. My only other takeaway that I did not factor into the rating was we had a couple people that wanted to be what they called the Marvel nuts. They actually had proclaimed that to the crowd when nobody cared. And they were sitting there fake laughing, making noises. And it's like, come on. Like you're an adult trying to act like a toddler. But a 3.9 out of 5 for Captain America Brave New World. It is a better movie than I thought it was going to be. If you're interested in going and seeing it, go and do it. I already know this movie is going to be at the top of the box office just based off it being Marvel. But like I said, go see it. It does release wider tomorrow. But make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to go check out the other reviews, and I will talk to you all later.